Good evening, everyone. This is Tycoon Wibby for ISTRep.cash, and today we're going to be building out our portfolio to create our very first PosPegg for our first product collection, Galactic Garbage Empire. Alright, so when you're going in to do your portfolio for your PosPegg, right? Most of us, we have our crypto on the public exchanges, right? So you just come in and you just take a picture of it, right? Take a screenshot, right? Slice that screenshot up, right? So you can get your individuals, right? And you just build out your PosPegg with that. And also you see we have a document over here with all the address in it, so we can easily pull them and insert them, because we have to have the addresses, yes, because you give us the information, we hold it so everybody can see it. And yes, they're only going to be comfortable if they can see all your info. Yeah. All right, so let's get this on. So we see we're on the first page here, and we need to go in and create a TWT. I already got this page up right here. And then you come down here, of course, into the staker, and you'll have two options here. You can build you a regular staker, or you can build you a PosPegg Staker Varii. Yes, this is about building the PosPegg Staker Varii, and we can see we can press this right here, and it'll take us to the YouTube video to show you how to fill this out and me talking on it some more. Yeah. So yeah, let's reiterate the reason we're building this particular portfolio is to tie it to actual physical products. So our actual physical products pay the owners of the products. Yes, because as business people, I got this crypto, I'd like the price to go higher. We have to do certain things in the market to create a greater, higher utilization. If every single product is paying the product owner, that is a huge supply demand coupling. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's go after that. Yeah, so when you're doing your main PosPegg here, maybe you name it after the collection you're about to build, or if this is like your main PosPegg, because I would say only build one and link everything to it, right? Because we'll focus on one because it gets real complicated. Maybe somebody do some AI stuff, but so we'll do one and we'll call it main, because this is our main PosPegg. Every time we sell a product, we take a percentage of that sales and we increase the PosPegg portfolio. Yeah. And so this is our coin basket May. Yeah. The coin basket monthly estimated income. Yeah. Because when we have proof of stake, we're getting yields, right? So we're saying, okay, what's our monthly yield for the portfolio that we're building? Yeah. And we can see from what we got in here, we already got it linked up, or we can go into the wallet one. And we can see we got some BCA, some ETH, some Doge, some Tezos, some Cosmos, such and such and such and such. So we're going to go in and we're going to put that in here. So you click into your PosPegg stakeable, right? And we saw we had some ETH. So then we'll say, where is it? You can say exchange, because if it's on like Coinbase or Kraken or Robinhood, then it's an exchange wallet, right? Those wallets are only real to their pre-built systems, right? Because if you try to get them on the Block Explorer, you're going to miss them. So if you're in private wallet, this wallet here is actually on the blockchain, right? So we'll be able to go to a Block Explorer and actually get your information. It's much easier, but this is the first one, right? This is the first one of its kind. The idea that we're going to tie cryptocurrency to actual physical products to transform the idea of physical products. Yes, because if your product is making a payment to the product owner, you can pay them all their money back. And with proof of stake, we can pay them all the money back and keep our total value. Yeah. And besides, if we do this, those numbers those price values are going to skyrocket. So for a little while, we'll leave it this way, but in the next iteration of PosPegg, it will only be private wallets. So get in while the getting's good, right? So we'll just pick Exchange Wallet because a lot of these coins I have here are in Coinbase. So we'll just go ahead and we'll put that Coinbase in there. And then we'll come in, we'll upload the pic. You can see we're already in that file there, and we'll go ahead and grab that. That's why I said in the beginning, just take your screenshot, get somebody to slice that screenshot up for you, or you go and do it. Windows has products that let you do it for free. All right, so we're going here and we'll get the coins, and we can see the number of coins that we have here, or better yet, wherever you have your crypto actually, right? So we say maybe it's all on Kraken. Then you just pull up the actual app while you're filling this out and grab the information from the app, right? Okay. Then Coinbase is saying that ETH's price is 4382. And we'll put the 34 in. 34, yeah. And if we need our APY, we'll come up in here to the staking rewards. Go ahead and pull that on out. Yes. Because this is where we'll be able to get our APYs for our particular cryptos, right? Or if your app that you use happen to say it, you can go ahead and grab it from there. All right, so we can choose ETH here. Let's get us a Coinbase. Go with the first one, right? So that's like a 2.8%, 2.86%. That's kind of all we need. And remember, when you're doing your APY, you're going to take this percent and just turn it into a decimal. .86, right? Yeah. So we'll turn that into a decimal. You see, we're only getting 90 cents on this May. That's fine, because most of the world is poor. Most of us are starting out. But if you stay with your products, right, these are the only products that will be like it in the world. So let's go ahead over here and grab this ETH address. Bring it back on in here. And then we'll press this add button here. I just made it big. We'll press that add button there, and you can see we've added it over here in our saved coins. And we'll move on to the next one. Some Bitcoin Cash, right? And then once again, yeah. So as you're looking at this video, when you're ready to build your portfolio, take your time, because you realize you're going to be at it for a little while, yeah? Because you got to put all these steps in. All right, we'll upload that. We'll go back to Coinbase. Okay, so let's upload the proper one, the BCH. Let's go into your app there, and you can see we got 1.07. 1.07. You can see it's slightly different when you're doing a proof of work, right? And so with the proof of work, you're saying, I'll sell off all of this Bitcoin Cash, or I'll use all of this Bitcoin Cash in a one-to-many payment, OTM payment, right? And then coin, it's saying it's 544.65. Let's go get that coin wallet address for the BCH. So you get these addresses. These are the addresses when you go in and say, hey, I like somebody to send some crypto to me, or I'm about to send some crypto to me, and they give you one of those addresses from their pre-built system. All right, and we can see after we do the first one, we're getting a different kind of add button. Yep, that's how I built it. So we'll go ahead and we'll add that one, and you can see we get 4856 because we're going to take that total value and divide it by 12 so you can look at your max per month, right? So if you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna use my Bitcoin Cash, well, your max is 4856, right? To stay truthful. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to the next one, and we can just go with the Tezos exchange once again. Yep, we're gonna do this one all together here, and we are looking for the Tezos. All right, because the answer to the question was, what do we do with all this proof of stake? We just going to sit here and we're just going to get the stake rewards? Or could we use the stake rewards for something as an added benefit? Yeah. Okay, so that's nice. When you take pictures of it, it keeps your coin value, so you can just read the image and put that on in. You still got to go to your app to see your prices, or maybe you just have coin market cap up, but that's going to be slower. So yeah, Coinbase is saying that Tezos is at 79 cents. I suppose this is a good price, thinking that generally people are only using proof of stake to keep the stake reward and sell it off for something like Bitcoin. All right, and it says Tezos APY. Let's go ahead over here to our APY fetcher and put that Tezos in there. Then we'll click there, yeah. And remember, you come on in here and you scroll on down. So we can say Coinbase is gonna get us 0.06, 0.073. 0.073. All right, you can see we're getting a little made for that, because it takes a lot of proof of stake, like actual proof of stake, for you to generate any kind of sums. But we can use the proof of work to get us going, and we can slowly build up our stake wallets to become gigantically massive. How you build your space station? Well, alrighty, so we got the coins here, we got the coin calls, we got the APY. It gave us our total coin calls, and it gave us our May. And we'll go ahead and we'll add that to the list. We'll come in, we'll pick the next one. Let's go ahead with the eCash, and we can say the eCash, which is actually on a private exchange, and they're on Cash tab. Yeah, and it locks you into the proof of work, and we can go in and we can just go look at the Cash tab right quick, and we can see that we're pulling about 15 million ZEC. And we'll come in, we'll paste that in, and we'll come back and we'll get the coin calls. We're gonna grow this ZEC to $1 on my life. Yeah. All right, and we can come here and we can grab this, and we'll grab this, and we'll put that in there and paste that address in there. Yep. And we like the way that looks. We'll go ahead and we'll add it. All right. Ooh, and it looks like we need to add some Doge. So let's go ahead and put some Doge in here. So this list here is from Blockchair. Yeah. The Blockchair API, I tried to pull in as much as I could that made sense. Okay, exchange more Coinbase. As most of you probably do, we'll go in and we'll grab that picture. This is the Doge. It's going to be so awesome when everybody starts building out these portfolios and we actually start creating the siphon that sucks in proof of stake. Because Michael Saylor created the siphon when he created the idea of the Bitcoin Treasury Company. And this is what we need to do. But instead of it being tied to companies, it's literally tied to products so that we can create what I called zero sum cost capitalism. Yes, it is a mouthful. So we got this Doge here. We'll just keep plugging away. We'll keep plugging away at it. Let's go back to Coinbase and see what the price on Doge happens to be. Alrighty, and it's saying Doge is 21 cents. Well, that's a bit rude, you. Alright, so the Doge is 21 cents. Get a little May out of that Doge. Yes, come on in here and we'll grab that Doge wallet address. Yep. And the idea that you would like to hide your crypto. We're good actors. See what I'm doing, comprehend that I'm generating proof of stake and you trying to tax me on it, but this proof of stake is a rebate. And I learned through the taxes that that was true. If I'm false, then my education's false. But my education said if you use a rebate, you can keep from paying the taxes on your proof of stake. Alright, so the Doge is in there. Yeah. Oh, bless. Alrighty, yes. Yeah, if you mess up, you're just gonna have to start all over again. I have a particular philosophy that I live by. It is the philosophy of thinking and speaking in heaven, bless, and yeah. But something weird be going on. Oh. What is happening? Why is the mouse refusing to register? Okay, we've been rocking and rolling this entire time? Yeah. Alright, cut here. And 1, and 2, and 3. Alright. Yes. We come down here to the Coinbase. See wherever the Coinbase happens to be. Alright. Says Cosmos. Usually you can see the Coinbase in there pretty easy. Alright, so you're getting more than this on the Coinbase. But yeah, then it has changed up here. Alright. 2137. So we get, yeah, we'll use that. We'll use that 20.28. And get a little May out of that. Come on in here and put this address in there. So if you got some weird kind of proof of stake or something, just do your best. Yeah. I built this for truth tellers who have to climb up out of the mire. Because most of us are going to have to. Because most of the world is poor. That's embarrassing to say. Alright, so let's look at our list here. And we got some BCH, some F, some Doge, some Tesla, some Cosmos. Let's go ahead and put some DOT on in there. Alright. So we'll come down here and we'll look at the Polkadot. Once again, it's on the Coinbase. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Then you come in here and pick that on up. Got the DOT right there. And for those of us who actually love this crypto industry, we've been waiting for something like this, right? Like a lot of us have 3D printers. So yeah, we've been waiting for this. Actual DeFi on physical products. We will hand the children the world. All right, so the coins here, DOT used to be so much more. It has dropped a lot. So let's just go ahead over here. And we see Polkadot 3.77. I looked at this just a couple years ago. And it was higher than that, 3.77. Okay, and let's go to our staking calculator and put in that DOT. So it says about a 11.5%. And we'll just turn that into a decimal. 5.6. Alrighty, and you see we only got a little bit of May. It's fine. You will all grow your proof of stake portfolios for products that we call PosPegg. Yeah, you'll grow your PosPeggs to be tremendously big. I already yes it. So you see how we spoke that? Yeah, speak that yes. All right, so we got our coins here. We got our proper name. We taking it slow because if we mess up, we start all over because this guy decided that he's going to speak different than everybody else. And if you like to work with him, you got to speak and think the way he likes to speak and think. Yup, my life, I get to choose how I live it. And I'm living it on that heaven, bless, and yes. Our list, And we have some pole over here, some Matic, Polygon, Matic. And I'm pretty sure I'm preaching to the choir. Once again, it's on Coinbase. Why? The bankers of America chose Coinbase. It's who we all should trust. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and look for the image of it. Alright, so a little bit of Matic. A little bit. And the coin cost. Let's go ahead in here and yeah, it says polygons at 23 cents. Well, according to, if we do this, yeah, we're going to send all these coins right to where they're supposed to go. Because proof of stake coins should be up there. Because they allow you to get a yield without having to do anything. That's called heaven. 0.0405. Yes. Yes. We're back and we're going to show you how are we going to verify this PosPegg, yeah? It's built for truth tellers. All right, so let's say you like to get to your user dashboard, your Heaven Us, right? You can click this, right? It'll switch up. It'll be Heaven Us, Heaven We, Heaven You, Heaven Me. And it'll take us over here, right? And if I make you a worker, right, you can press this button here and it'll send you to this page so that you can do verification work, right? We can see we have some company token verification work, and we just created this Staker PosPegg Varii main work. Yep, so we're going to go ahead and do this. We'll press that verification, and you can see it tells us start this work, right? And it has all of the blockchains in here, right? And you come down here. Once you get here, it'll give you this, right? And generally you have to look over it when it's coming from an exchange wallet. We're just going to assume that you're telling the truth and leave it at that, right? Because when it gets built for truth tellers, it's just a smooth, easy flow. Yes, it only becomes hard when you start to trying to build in these security processes. The losers and the liars are going to miss or refuse to make their rebate payments, right? Like, it's going to be very easy. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get this done. All right, so we'll verify that. Okay, hold on. Exchange wallet. We got that. Yep, and we'll verify that. Give it to me, please. Yes, we got that 8 point. Yeah, buddy, it's done. Okay. Yes. And you see, as we're doing our verifications, right? When we click here and we're looking it over, we're making sure these things make sense, right? Because we can kind of see that they have a coin of 133. The coin costs 79. It's Tezos, right? So if you're coming in here trying to lie, I'm in the blockchain space. If you come in here and tell me that Tezos has a price of $5, we're gonna throw your verification out the window. Yeah. So we're just trying to tell the truth so that we can actually get along, because product makers are trying to make products, right? They're going to use the rebate because the rebate is the best tool the business ever had, right? As far as the selling of one's products. And proof of stake allows us to pay you all your money back and still get to keep our base. And by doing that, get rewarded with a higher price of our base. All right, so you click on the Tezos there. We come in, make sure it makes some kind of sense. And we'll click that and it'll bring in the picture for you, right? And it'll turn it yellow to see that you've actually did it. So, but when it comes to private wallets, it's a different story, yeah. Because you can see we have the private wallet here. It says it's on cache tab, and we need to upload a screenshot of the Block Explorer page, right? And just kind of take this. And I go to the Block Explorer so much, it's just kind of in there, right? So once you get into the Block Explorer, hold on, excuse me. Okay. once you get into the block explorer, you can come in and you can do this, right? And then we'll just take a screenshot of it, pipe it on in. Yep. Let's just let this wait and do what it does. Come on, guy. And we'll go get that picture. And this is how our verification goes. So if you have all private wallets, we'll be going to all those block explorers, right? Or better yet, we can just go to the block share. Move that guy to download so we can locate that easier. Alright, let's go back to the worker dashboard. Get in the worker dashboard. We'll upload this file. Upload that file there. Then we'll verify that. And bring us back up here so we can keep going with our verification. We'll hop off into the Doge. We'll look it over. Make sure it makes some kind of semblance of sense. And then we'll go ahead and clear you on out, right? So we'll, once again, there's the Cosmos. We all saw me put this in. We all saw me do this and show you this, right? Some people would be embarrassed because the portfolio is so small. Most of the world is poor. And it is because of the quality of mind of the richest here. If they would get together and work together, this place would look so much like heaven, it would be hard to tell the difference. But they develop schemes and plots to fight each other and call it competition. Competition is striving together. That is what it is. Businesses can compete. Yeah. People, they just fight. Alright. So I get to do my pandering because it's my video. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll clear that. Let's go ahead and clear that. And once you clear that, it'll go to the second verification, which is in the admin, and the admin will look over the verifications, and if they like it, they actually clear out the list. But it's my admin dashboard, so you only get to see that if you work for me and you're training. So yeah, this is the verification, and in the next video, we'll actually be creating the PPC off of our verified Staker Varii.